What is up, everybody? It's your boy RJX Hunt here, back with a video. And this video is basically me kind of helping people, the basics, at least the bare minimum of the basics of movement. I'm not saying that I'm the best with it. I'm not saying that you should do everything I say to do, but I think considering that my whole playstyle is based around movement, I like to control not only my movement but other person's movement, and I like to control the pace of the game. So if I want the game to be very quick, then I will make the game quick. If I want to slow the game down, I will slow the game down. My whole playstyle is based on every kind of movement, my own, and I want the opponent to move how I want them to move, as long as me moving. That being said, let me just get right into it. The reason why I picked these characters isn't for no special reason, apart from I main the last Naruto, and Sai is probably my second best character at the moment. So also it'll be easier for me to explain it using my top two characters. This isn't a team of mine, I've literally just picked my top two characters. Okay, so I'll start with Naruto. Basically, what I would advise to you to do this movement, right, is don't try to do what I'm doing right here. It's called ninja moving. If you don't know, don't try and do this ninja move stylish movement and stuff. Okay, it's not about that. You pick and choose when to do it and when not to do it. Because if I'm ninja moving it right at this range, I can't block right now. Okay, the only thing I can do is count out or switch out. I can't actually block. So if he times it right, he could punish me for it, because I can't do that. How you want to be moving is this right here, walking around. Reason why is because you can do anything from here. You can block, you can move out the way, you can jutsu, you can double jump over stuff, you can tag out, you can do anything you want from just running. You can even dodge stuff. Trust me, you can dodge a lot more stuff by doing this than by doing this. Okay, you can dodge a lot. That being said, like, what else can you do? What else can I talk about? I'm gonna start off with you moving, because I'm gonna make this as basic as possible, and then I will gradually go up. So basically, it's how you're gonna be moving, right? You're gonna be moving like this most of the time. If you want to be patient, this is what you want to be doing no matter what you do, because you can't get to a person other than ninja dashing. Ninja dashing is the most common way and it is the fastest way, but there are other ways to do it. You can use your support to help you out. You can use kunai to help you out. Sai's kunai is really good, so obviously Sai's people with a wide range kunai like Sai, Minato, Shino, who tracks. You can do all these things. You can use the switch out mechanic to get closer. You can use the jutsu mechanic and then switch out at the end to get close. You basically be creative. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but you can do it, because if you just dash in and you're repeatedly doing it, eventually you're gonna get predictable, and you gotta switch it up. You gotta do stuff that's outside the box that people are not used to, because if they're not used to seeing it, then they're not gonna be used to fighting against it, right? You can also use, I think out of this, I think I've said enough about this. I don't really think there's anything else I can really tell you, apart from make sure you use everything you got in terms of movement. How I like to think is, if I'm doing something like this, right, I'm gonna basically rise up the skill. Now I've covered the running section, right? If you see me double jump, okay, it's not because how people double jump, because if you block in the air you can usually get the first hit. Okay, I do use that to bait it, but I don't do it like most people. Most people will literally dash at you, stop, and then double jump, okay, or jump once. Alright, I don't necessarily do that for that reason. I do it sometimes, I'm not gonna lie. I dash in and jump for that reason, but sometimes I will dash in, I'll move out the way, simply because they won't expect it. Plus it gives me a counter opportunity, okay, because I dash, people usually want to counter dash me, right? So naturally, off a reflexes, right, they'll have the counter dash button ready. Obviously, unless if they're more experienced, they might mix it up, but this is all by chance. Nothing is 100% in this game, right, or in any fighting game. I move out the way. Why? Because if they dash me, I can get a counter switch off. If I move and they do that and they dash me, I can counter them. It's like a bait kind of thing. So you're making them think that you're going in for the bait, and then you move to the side. That's exactly what I do. Alright, I'm not saying for people to copy me, I'm just giving you a little trick. So I'm not gonna give you everything, but you know, just something to get you started off. That's what I'm going by, right? So that's a very useful thing. It is also very risky because it depends what what the opponent does. I wouldn't do it very often, but if you feel like it's an opportunity, if you can read your opponent well, then definitely give it a try. If you want to do it, or if you come up with your own way of doing it, that's completely fine. Or you can simply just stand there and block and let him dash you, and then you can go for the counter dash, or you can go for, you know, throwing an item or grab or whatever you want to do, right? You can simply just block. Or if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, because I'm a bit defensive, if you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you can jump back. Press XX, tag out. Okay, that was a bit more, kind of jumped into it, but I'll slow that down. All I did was dash, run back, and I did the ninja dash, right? So this move right here. When you're doing this move right here, you can tag out and he'll still go, as you see me do it, right? So then you can, after that, you can go in with whatever you want. You could tag out for a kunai, keep on the pressure, right? Or if you want to mix it up, for example, Naruto has an air jutsu, right? If you're doing that move, so you're doing this move here, you can do a jutsu straight out. Do you know what I'm saying? And because he can cancel it, you can cancel it, go to guard munching, or if you want to be a bit predictable, you can cancel it, go into that. If you hit the floor, not how I've done it, like that basically, right? Mix it up basically, you know what I'm saying? You can do that. If you miss or they're blocking it, you can go into counter straight out. Obviously that's people usually wouldn't, but you never know, people are unpredictable sometimes. Or if you're a lot of chakra, I wouldn't recommend doing this every time due to the fact of how much chocolate it will take, but you could go from the floor and hit them with everything right out, everything on right out. But basically the whole point of it is just mixing it up a bit, okay? You may be thinking right now, what's it to do with movement? But let me show you, okay? The reason why I'm telling you about the air Rasengan is people see me in my videos do this, right? I do this for a reason, yeah? I'm not doing this to be stylish. Usually I'm using it to either create distance, because if I hit the floor, I can counter, right? Usually people, if they dash me, they'll either miss me because I'm going downwards with that, or I'm at the floor so they catch the counter, right? So I do that for a reason, okay? But you can also do jutsu. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm giving you that out there, because if I can go for that and do a jutsu, or they block it, which is unpredictable, okay? Because if they're doing that all the time, people are gonna get used to that. People are gonna get used to me doing this, right? But if I'm doing that and then I go out of that and they're gonna dash me, then they're gonna get hit by a Rasengan. And that's based on movement. Sometimes I don't even do that to get hit or to be unpredictable, simply because I want to stay near you. I want to keep the pressure on it, right? I don't want you to feel safe. By doing that, you're not going to be moving around, you're not going to be doing reckless stuff that much. You're going to be blocking most of the time, you're going to be walking around, thus it slows down the pace of the game because you feel pressured, right? This is why I do, when I keep on the pressure, that's what I do. If I see me do this a lot, it's because I want them to slow down. Right, maybe their fast-paced game is quicker than mine. You know, their close combat is better than mine. So I'll create distance and I'll do this so I can slow the game down, right? And then once they've broken momentum, that's when I go in for that's when I tackle them, all right? Because they've broken momentum, so we're at the same stage. If I feel overwhelmed, I want to break that momentum and I want to get my momentum going, right? That's what I like to do. Also, you got to think about what your character does as well. For example, with the Erasenko, if I was using Saihu, he can't use his jutsu in the air. I know he has really good kunai. You can combo off his kunai, okay? Like for example, say if I was doing this combo, you can combo off his kunai. Doesn't matter how you do it, you can combo off his kunai. Me knowing this, if I was around here, okay, and I hit by the kunai, I can keep throwing the kunai till I get close and then come in. Now, because now they know that if you're knowledgeable of this game, that you can combo off the kunai, right? they're going to be a little bit more threatened. Plus it has a wide range, and if you do throw a lot of them from far away like this, they do track a good amount. They do have a wide range on it, but it does take chakra, so you don't want to do it too much. But that does again slow down the pace of the game, makes them block, makes them more worried because you don't know. You can also mix it up with Naruto's jutsu, tag into Naruto for extra damage. But these are things that you can do, right? What else can I say about it? Moving on to a bit of the advanced stuff. Okay, moving the other person, right? I've talked about moving yourself, and I've touched on moving the other person. Okay, if you want to speed it up, right? Say if you're Minato and you want to speed up, right? That's when you bring on the the dashes, the mixed jutsus, right? The unpredictable. You jump back when you hitting a combo and you want to predict if they're gonna sub, so you might jump back into XX into target. Like, you might do a lot of that. You want to speed up the game, right? So you basically got to be fast. That's pretty much the concept of it. You be quick. If you want to speed up the game, right, you got to be quick. In order to be quick, you got to have fast fingers, right? People who know me knows that I have fast fingers. Yep. They know that I have fast fingers because they hear me type and they go, raw, that fast typing, right? To the point when they know that. Simply, if you have slow fingers and you want to speed it up, this is what I did, okay? You don't have to use it. If you got another way to do it, that's fine. But what I did was, you don't have to be online. Your controller doesn't have to be on. You can just be talking to someone in a party. What I do is I press square on my controller, then triangle, then X, then circle, and then square, and then triangle, and X, and circle, right? You don't have to do it that way. There's no order. You can do square, X, circle, triangle. You can do X, circle, square. Doesn't matter what order you do it, but keep pressing the buttons, right? And gradually get faster, right? Gradually get faster to the point where I can now press all of the buttons fast as shit. Like, I can do it quick, very quick, if you ask me, right? Just by doing that would increase your movement speed. Your thumb will naturally move faster. If you keep doing that every single day, then your thumb will naturally move faster in any game you play, whether it be a fighting game, a racing game, whatever game you play. It will benefit if it requires fast thumb movements. But yeah, based on that, I don't really have much to do because I don't want to get into the basics, and obviously I'm not going to tell you all of my tricks because then you lot would be fighting like me. So this is just basics and a bit of advanced stuff as well. But basically, to summarize everything up, you gotta make sure you're safe with your movement. Don't move because you think it looks good. Don't move because no reason. You gotta make every movement count. There's gotta be a reason to back up your movement. If there's no reason to back up your movement, then just play patient and think about what to do next. It will come naturally. It will come natural to you, but that's pretty much what you want to do. You want to sit back. You want to adapt because you need to read your opponent. If your opponent doesn't like the game being slowed down and they struggle, all the more reason, slow down the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Slow it right down, because then they won't like that and they'll make mistakes. If they prefer waiting patiently, apply the pressure, speed up the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Read your opponent. Obviously it depends on who you're fighting. For example, I struggle with Yamanaka's poison. His defense is super strong and I cannot be defensive defenses as well because he wants the patience as well. I have to apply the pressure, apply the movement, right? Speed up the game. He can fight sped up, but that's my best option due to the fact of his defense is good, right? I'm not going to go in with all of that, but yeah, that's probably it on the movement based stuff. I hope you do learn from it, and if you want me to do more videos where I talk about certain regions, whether it be guard munching, pressure, anything really, anything that you want me to talk about, because I'm not gonna say that I'm that good, but I do think I have a decent knowledge of the game. Some people do consider me as a pro player. People you don't know, I remember my friend Yamanaka's Poison saying that I've definitely improved, and he sees me as a pro player, and I respect that. It's a lot coming from him. But yeah, literally I'm not going to get into it, I'm rambling on. All I'm gonna say is I hope this helps. I hope this helps somebody who is looking to practice movement or to do or is learning movement, also learning the game, but take it slowly. And that's all I've got to say really. I'm just gonna summarize everything up there. It's been RGX Hunter, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.